All right, I'm not going to re-record everything, but I just got cut off by my stupid alarms. I'm going to keep going. So we have this idea in the country that we're supposed to be, at least in America, probably other places, that we're supposed to have the same figure as women. And it's becoming more so just everyone across the board, but definitely women, where there's an expectation, even if it's not a conscious one, where we're supposed to generally have the same body type, the same figure. And that's just simply not true. And the conception is that somebody who gets a little bit of extra chunk around their midsection is just not working out enough, or they're not eating well like they should. But I literally cannot tell you. I hear the exact same words out of every person's mouth hundreds and hundreds of times, which is, I've done nothing different in my life. I still say jog 3 times a week and do yoga once a week. I still eat the exact same things I have for the past 30 years. And in fact, I'm even a little more careful with all of that. But I've put on 15 pounds or more of fat specifically around my belly. So that's the phrase I hear over and over from women, ranging from those who like are kind of active but don't really exercise much, try to eat right, but it's iffy, all the way up to pro, like practically pro level. In my mind, they're like professional level, but like serious athletes who are competitive, who are extremely meticulous with their diet. And it's the same thing out of their mouth. They say, I am so upset at this belly fat that came out of nowhere. It happened immediately. My scale leapt up and I've done nothing different. What the hell? What the actual hell? And usually I catch women at the point where they're not saying this just happened. They're saying it happened maybe a year ago or recently. And they say I've been as strict as I possibly can with my calorie intake, with the types of foods I eat. I've ramped up my exercise dramatically, and I'm just more tired and still fat. That's the words they say. I'm not calling them that, but it's just such a different conversation from when I did women's health for mostly gals in their 20s and 30s, where there's a lot of like, I'm trying to be body positive, da da da, which is great. But in midlife, all I can say is what I'm seeing is I haven't talked to a single person yet. Out of the huge amount of people I've seen, I haven't met a single person who has said, oh yeah, I suddenly gained 20 pounds and I'm really feeling positive about it. I'm really like, want to just love on my body and feel good. And no problem. It wasn't a surprise. I expected it. This is just normal. It's what happens. I'm sure there's women out there, maybe you're one of them, who that is the case. Great. But I haven't talked to that person yet, which is, it's just the degree of psychological distress women are in midlife around this is wild. And I'm talking women who are already like trying to, conscious, maybe they're like a model or an actor, they're kind of in that realm and they really need to look good, all the way to women who like generally don't give an F about their appearance in the way that society thinks they should, and are super confident in just who they are and how they are and love themselves. Like that full spectrum, it's the same thing out of everyone's mouth with the belly fat shock and the distress of like, what the actual frick happened here. And I have the conversation about blah, 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 protein, build your muscles, GLPs, da, da, da. Like there's things you can do if you're really distressed. But what I don't really have time to talk about is affirm them and say, you're not the problem. And it's normal to be distressed. You should be distressed because this was a surprise. No one warned you. And if this was a society run by women above age 50, like I feel like we would put out freaking billboards and make public school announcements just warning women of like, hey, when you hit 45 or 50 or 55, every single one of you, no matter what you do as far as exercise and how you eat, no matter what, you will gain lots of belly fat and it may happen suddenly. And we just want to prepare you for that. We want you to know it's normal. We want you to know that there is no fix that's going to make it disappear, unless, you do a lot of surgery or something. But warning, that's going to happen. And we don't warn them in a scary way, but I think women would be slightly less psychologically messed up if somebody could warn them, because we're not talking about this and we all just think, oh, that lady who's 10, 15, 20 years older than me, she's just not as active, right? That's just at least if it's not conscious, it's subconscious assumption of like, oh, that's not going to be me because I work out like this and I eat like this, but that's just not the case. And then the shock piece is the traumatizing piece, I think. And also just to not feel at home in your body anymore, like not like yourself can feel traumatizing too. But like seriously, like I've spent a lot of time in women's health working with people with trauma from abuse, from coming from countries of war, like serious trauma. And there is a similar, I'm not comparing weight gain to those things, just let's be clear. And when we're talking about trauma response, the way I'm hearing women talk about the belly fat for years now, hundreds and hundreds, probably at this point, thousands of women telling me how upsetting this is, that it's like its own little mini trauma response. And it's not, there's nothing wrong with them for that. It's makes sense in the way society is set up, in the way health education really focuses on reproductive years and not later on, etc. In the ideal world, we would have a warning, number one, in a way that's hopefully like not scary, but like, hey, we care about you. We want you to know that it's normal if your body changes in this way, and it's really not something that we have a lot of control over, and just normalize it. And then it would be so cool if there